Thank you so much for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 into yoga, 26 postures into breathing exercises. If at any point in class something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. You can take a moment standing up nice and tall, arms down by your side. Bring your hands together at heart center. And begin. As you inhale through your nose, lift your arms up, look up towards the ceiling as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you today, come down onto your knees instead and take a child's pose. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Slowly exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back into your plank or tabletop, and we'll hold here for a moment. If the lowering down to back bend motion, the chaturanga, does not feel good, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows in towards your ribs, and pull yourself down. Inhale, push up into a back bend, chest up, shoulders down. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide. Root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, try to get your hips to your heels. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, try taking a wider stance. And if you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of your legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, heels down, hips up, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 into yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling, elbows touch. Good, inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. Open your mouth wide, look back. Arms forward, push your elbows together. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, lock your legs,
Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thighs tight. Inhale, head down. So as you inhale, expand your rib cage, expand your elbows, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, think like an accordion. Keep the stomach in, squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on the next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down, last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your twin fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, bring your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Palms face the floor, forearms frame the face. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Trace an arc along the ceiling. Stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Through the breathing exercise, you're learning to breathe a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper, full lungs. Exhale, head up. At the top of class, you're also working into neck and shoulder tightness. Keep the shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, I'll do 2 with you. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale. Elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. We'll continue. Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana. Half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip. Press your hips forward, lean back, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, hips forward, head and arms back. Touch your biceps to your ears, press your palms together, wrists straight. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingertips to toes. Just remember that it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you need to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back like you're leaning against a wall behind you. Push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left. Press your hips to the right. Breathe in and out through your nose. If at any point in class you find that you cannot breathe, you're holding your breath, or you have to breathe through your mouth, that might be a sign to slow down and ease up. Now, to be sure, there are some postures where you can't do deep belly breaths. We're about to do a back bend in a minute, and that's an example of a posture where you might just do little sips of air in and out through your nose. But for sure, you're never holding the breath, making a face, going to a point where it doesn't feel good, right? Peel your right rib cage back, right hip forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, first back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open and relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you. So after that initial deep breath, you're going to do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. Full spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Keep your chest up, bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, fold, arms to your ears, hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Ookatasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves to your Achilles or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretch and feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. Change, come on up, arms with the ears, chin away from the chest. Knees can bend as you lift up. Good, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, sideways, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right. Press your hips to the left, breathe in and out through your nose. Use your right hand to pull your left hand to the top right corner of the room. Push your left heel into the floor, push your right heel into the floor, push your hips to the left. Without collapsing, keep the arms with the ears, weight in the heels, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Squeeze your palms together, press your biceps into your ears, pull your abdomen in, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left, press your hips to the right. Press the heels down, hips a little forward, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, look straight ahead. Push your right hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. You're opening through the shoulders and chest. You're strengthening the left side body, stretching the right side body. Don't collapse. If it feels good, get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Whole spine backward bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, chest up, palms together, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, fold, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. And second set, Ookatasana, bend your knees halfway and grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Stomach to thighs, chest to knees, face to the shins. Pull on your heels, press your big toes down, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Change, come on up, hands together, arms with the ears. Good, arms down, let that one go. Awkward Ookatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet, perfectly parallel like 11s. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, nothing loose for hanging. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight, a little bit more weight back into your heels. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, come on up, keep your arms there, press your hips forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Keep your triceps tight, fingertips in line with your collarbones, sit down, lean back, and change. Come on up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body. Stop whenever you want or keep sitting all the way down and stop when there's still a little bit of a gap between your hips and your heels. So the legs are active the whole time. Pull the abdomen in, stretch the crown of your head up and change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, not too big of a step, insides your feet, perfectly parallel. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair, feet flat, spine straight, weight in your heels. Keep your neck long, look forward and lean back. Roll the shoulders back and down, keep the triceps tight, weight in your heels, lift your chin up, chest up, change, come on up, keep your arms there, press your hips forward, spread your toes wide, concentrate, meditate, levitate, lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down, press your shins forward, lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. The slower you do, the better you do. Stop when there's still a gap between hips and heels. Pull the abdomen in, stretch the crown up, drop the shoulders down, change, slowly come up. Knees together, good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Gaurasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm. Right elbow, under left elbow. Cross first at your elbows. Again, if you can, at your wrists. You have lots of options here. You can interlace your fingers. You can have hands in prayer, thumbs towards your face. You can grab a thumb or you can grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg, cross your legs each other, twist like ropes, eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. So one day all 5 toes are visible. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Sit down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm, zoom, under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg, left leg over right leg, cross, twist, squeeze, and breathe. On this side, knees to the left and upper body to the right. Notice if your hands are going to the right of your face. Bring your hands to the left, drop the right shoulder down. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms up, right in second set. Swing your right arm, under your left arm, bicep under tricep, on this side, hands to the right, left shoulder down, elbows down, sit down, stomach in, stay down there, and bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadricep, cross, twist, squeeze, and breathe. Push your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, push the top leg into the bottom leg, press your palms together, try to even out the fingertips, straighten the wrists, elbows down, sit down, lean back. Change, feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Left arm under right arm. Pull your elbows down, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. Cross, twist, squeeze, and breathe. So right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward. Now bring right knee to right and left knee to left, right elbow to right, left elbow to left. Press the palms together, feel deep compression running down the center line of your body among all your major joints. Sit down, lean back, and change. Feet together, arms up. Float your arms down. Party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Okay. Cheers. Cool. Let's continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janushrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, pull your abdomen in, interlock your 10 fingers. Option to stay here or start to round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. If you've been coming for a while, you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward, flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an L like Linda, bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles one day. Elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Arms straight, then the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without grabbing the floor of your toes. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, try to keep your hips even, abdomen in. Interlock your 10 fingers, option to stay here or start to round down and eventually pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, even your thumbs crossed under your foot. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, squeeze gluteus maximus and minimus, pull your abdomen in, but keep your face relaxed. When you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back, breathe through your nose. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so your knee is over your ankle. From here, really kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, maybe even a cramp on your thigh. Puff up your chest and then bend your elbows down. Roll the shoulders back and down, bring the chest down more. Try to get your elbows below your calf muscles. Breathe through your nose at your deepest point. Change, take your time. Whew. As you reverse out, you can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. I'm gonna take a breath here. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee, hold and breathe at your deepest point. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out. Good. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Keep your jaw relaxed, breathing steady. Inhale, lift your left leg up. So this is a cardiovascular posture, but you can still breathe. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. And then when you're ready, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Take your time as you come out, step by step. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose. Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, pat the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. At first, just find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. When you're ready, start to come down parallel to the floor. See the foot coming over the top of your head. From the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward. Kick, kick, kick. Nice change. Slowly press yourself up with control. Feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up. Out to the left like you're serving a tray. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Left hip forward, knees together. Lock your right leg. Point your left toes. Lift your chin, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Reach the right shoulder forward. Relax the left shoulder back. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up towards the ceiling. Think about pushing your foot into your hand as you kick your left heel as far away from your butt as you can. Create maximum space between your right fingertips and your left big toe. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Make sure you're still breathing through the nose. Towards the end, come down parallel to the floor to increase the heart rate and stretch the back of the standing leg. Body down more, leg up more, reach forward, kick, kick, kick. Good change. Pick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. I think in yoga and in life, we're never in such a rush that we don't have time to breathe. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, up the ankle bone, bring your left arm up, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Notice if you always rush into the posture or if you wait till halfway through to go into it, right? Notice if you fall out every time or stay in every time. Find a sweet spot, right, where you're both working on patience and determination. If you always fall out, do a little less. If you always stay in, do a little more. Come down, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good change. Kick yourself up. Last one. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger, right arm up and back, one day arm behind your ear flap. Bring your left hip forward. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. 30 seconds here. Halfway through. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, pick yourself up. Okay, come to the back of your mat, tool dandasana, balancing stick, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, stomach in, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch and tilt. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Keep your neck long, chest down, chin forward, lift your right leg up, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. So it's a short posture, right? You don't want to fling yourself into it, but you also don't want to wait till the last second to come down and trying to find that sweet spot. Second set, feet together, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. If you're late, it's over, lean back, stretch up, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and tilt. And maybe your deepest point is 1 millimeter, and that's okay, but you want to find that point fairly quickly. Press your biceps into your ears, squeeze your palms together, point your left toes, stretch, change, left foot down, right foot back, stomach in, stretch up, step your left foot forward, move your right hip and shoulder forward, stretch and tilt. Try not to let the right hip lift up. Keep your hips and armpits facing the floor. Spiral your inner right thigh up to the ceiling. Press your palms together. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. Separate leg series, I will face you. Standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Bikram, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Good. Grab your heels from behind. Step on all 10 fingers, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine stretching, whole body stretching, 360-degree angle, stretching coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, take a little bit of a bigger step. Roll forward, find your edge, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. Good, second set, I'll show you from the side. Arms up, step your right foot to the right, nice step, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up and go down, stick your butt up all the way down, legs locked back flat from the get-go. So if your knees are bending here, start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands forward as much as you need to lift your hips up and contract the quadricep muscles so that the hamstrings can release. You can stay here or without bending the knees, see if you can walk your hands back a little bit and eventually catch the outsides of your feet or even your heels. If you have a grip on your heels, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward one more time. Lift your hips up, stretch your spine down, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, legs locked, back flat as you lift. Good, step your right foot back, arms up, arms down, stand tall. Triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times to warm up the hips and knees. Sit down low, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Eventually, elbow in front of the knee, but you're not collapsing down to get there, right? You want a nice angle, a 45-degree angle from your ankle to the crown of your head. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, pull your abdomen in to take weight away from the right hip. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times to warm up the hips and knees, and then sit as low as you can to open the hips, lean back, keep your hips where they are, and move your arms at the same time. Left elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, bring the right ear and right rib cage back, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, pull your abdomen in. Sink your right hip down, push your left knee back, turn and twist, left rib cage forward, right rib cage back, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, arms down, take a breath. Second set, triangle, arms up, step your right foot to the right, a nice big step. You want your ankles under your wrists. It's a wingspan step, a big step. Hips forward, arms back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, inhale, bend your right leg, sit down. Eventually right leg makes an upside down L like Linda. Lean back, keep your hips low and move your arms at the same time. So often you hear stay down here, and when you hear move your arms, the left hip pops up a lot, right? Keep the left hip down, elbow in front of the knee, never quite touching the floor. Look up, stretch up, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, pull your abdomen in, sit down more, chest up more, turn and twist, lock your left leg, keep your whole left foot Even your pinky toe flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Eventually left thigh bicep parallel to the floor. So sit down, lean back, and move your arms. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, imagine you're gonna squeeze your heels together. Feet stay in place, that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Make sure your right toes are pointing forward or even in a little bit. You don't want the right toes to be coming off the floor or the ankle or knee to be rolling in. Keep contracting the right quadricep muscle as you use your left obliques to stay lifted. Sit down, chest up, turn and twist, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, arms down, let that one go. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana Vikatapada Janushrasana. Inhale, arms overhead sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Shift your weight into your heels, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your back, left toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 2 hips in line. 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Chin to chest, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Touch your exactly forehead and knee together, front side compression. Throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. If your forehead and knee aren't touching, you can try bending your front leg. You can turn your back left toes in more. You can take a bigger or smaller step. You can push the floor away from you, tuck your chin to your chest. Eventually forehead and knee come together. And again, the biggest helps might be taking a bigger step or bending the front leg, but keep your back leg locked and the left heel, both heels on the floor the whole time. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. My heels always get crisscross in transition. If you're the same way, uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, squeeze your right glute, press your right hip forward, 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 until you feel your inner thighs squeeze together. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So you're gonna keep your legs locked as you go down. Keep the right kneecap contracting, lifting up the whole time, and then you can bend your front leg, right, touch the knee and head together. This is our second of 3 Janushrasana head to knee poses. These are all compression postures. When you touch your forehead to your knee, you really start to squeeze and compress into the abdominal wall. It's a nice little massage for the internal organs. It's a great way to strengthen your core as you round and stretch your back. Just make sure that you're not forcing the body, especially if you have a history of slip discs and it does not feel good to round your spine this much. Flatten out your back a little bit and slowly over time the spine can round. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, right hip forward, biceps with ears, chin to chest, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, head to knee, Janushrasana. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels. Turn your back toes in. Squeeze your left glute, push your left hip forward, 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 right hip back. Stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Maybe in the second set, you keep your hands together, maybe not. The more weight you have in your front foot, the easier it will be to balance. Again, your back leg is straight and the heel is on the floor the whole time, but the weight in the front foot will help you balance. Pull your abdomen in, tuck your chin to your chest, touch your exactly forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with ears, head up last. When you're ready, pivot on your heels, face the front of your mat, turn your back toes in, move your right hip forward, left rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down, arms to the ears, one day arms behind the ears, chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together, find your deepest point and then just hold here and breathe. It's the stillness and the breath that are so therapeutic in these asanas.
Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, hands together, change. Go slow, press the hips forward, arms to the ears, head up last. Beautiful. When you're ready, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree pose and then toe stand. This is our hip opening series. These postures remind us how to balance on one foot, and they also are great gateways into eventually sitting in lotus pose. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Hold on to your foot from underneath the foot with one or both hands. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling, slowly, gently. Let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can, balance left hand. So in this style of yoga, we call this posture tree pose or Tadasana. In most styles of yoga, right, the foot is on the inside. It's a little bit of a different hip opener. And what we're doing here, a lot of other styles of yoga call standing half lotus. So again, if you were to just sit down and flip your left foot on top, you'd be in lotus pose. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up. And maybe at first your foot's just on like your shin, your knee, your thigh. Eventually heel to costume, let your left knee drop down and back. Can bring one or both hands together. If your foot tends to fall like mine does, you can always hold on to your foot with your hand. And if it hurts to let your left knee drop, you can also hold on to your knee with your hands so that the hip or the knee doesn't open quite so much. Eventually, two knees align. Change, left leg down, toe stand, Padangustasana. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. This time anywhere above your knee, anywhere on the thighs, great. You can bring one or both hands together. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Bring your left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, namaskar. Elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. Lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg. Press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. If your foot tends to fall below your knee, you can hold on to your foot. Option to stay here or fold forward. Hands to floor. Sometimes just holding here with a micro bend in the knee is a really great side seat stretch. I'm going to stay here because of a toe annoyance, but you can keep going. Walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Lift the crown of your head up, drop your shoulders down. Keep your back flat. Left hand, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, toe stand, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle a bit here. Okay. Great. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, Savasana. I had a moment in the first side of toe stand a minute ago. I went into it and it was like very easy to balance, and I was like, whoa, like it's really easy to balance, like eerily easy to balance. And then as I thought about like how well I was balancing, of course, I started to lose my balance and then almost fell out. And then, and I share this only because I suspect that we've all had a moment in class where, you know, that thing that's often difficult, you're like, oh, I'm doing it, it's really happening. And then that realization makes you fall out. One of my teachers often says, like, you know, the first time, for example, you touch your head to your knee and standing head to knee, you'll be so shocked that you fall out immediately, right? But then you know it's possible, so you keep going. And
and maybe not even with balance, but with other aspects of our practice too. Sometimes we're so shocked when something actually works out, or so offended with the thing that, you know, is normally easy and today is not easy, that it kind of snaps us out of the present moment. So just a reminder that we are all humans practicing yoga. I have never had a class where I was able to just be in a meditative state the whole time. If that is you, I you know, very jealous of you. But as a reminder, we're just constantly reminding ourselves, coming back to our breath, back into our body. It's not like a destination. You get there and, you know, everything is hunky dory. It's just a constant remembering when you find the mind wandering or a little shock or awe or anxiety setting in, just to come back. Coming back. Ookatasana, winter moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Pull, hold, and breathe. Change. Right leg down, left leg up. Pull your knee out and down. Nice tight grip. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip as you open your hip capsule. Change. Left leg down, both legs lift up. Grab your elbows each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Puff your chest up a little bit. Push your shins into your forearms. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change. Arms down, eyes open. You know, some of us did yin yoga yesterday, and I can feel my hips today. Or like, you did some yin hip openers yesterday. Whew, okay, second set. Bend your right leg up. Interlock your 10 fingers. Switch the grip. Other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out and down. So our winter moving pose is part of the hip opening series, just like tree pose and toe stand that we do before Savasana. If you think about this from a bird's eye view, you want to keep your hips and shoulders parallel. Change. Right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. So it's a good hip opener, good grip strengthener. And you're also purposely putting pressure on the lower abdomen. This posture is good for digestion. It is called wind removing or gas removing pose for a reason. Change. Left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other. One thing that I like about this posture is that, you know, especially around the holidays or just after a big meal, you can do this posture if your stomach is a little upset. There's certain postures in yoga that I would recommend doing as part of a sequence, right? You want to warm up before you do camel pose, for example. But this is a posture that you can pretty much do anytime that your stomach is upset. This and like a couple spine twists usually help to relieve bloating from the stomach. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to the floor, forehead to knees. Feels good. Okay, turn lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling like grasshopper wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only, elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows to your hip bones. Keep all 5 fingers together, hands flat on the floor. Knees, feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, and change. Slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Inhale through the nose, feel the backs of your ribs expand. Exhale through your nose, let the backs of your ribs gently contract. Second set, chin forward, hands flat on the floor just below the shoulders, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So this is the first of 4 postures in the spine strengthening series. All of these postures that we do on the abdomen are targeted at strengthening the muscles in the back. These aren't necessarily like the sexiest postures in all of yoga, whatever that means, but these are really good postures that will give you like a good quality of life, right? So that you can sit up tall, so that you can walk upstairs with ease, roll the shoulders back and down. You're stretching the fascia on your chest as you squeeze the shoulder blade scapula together and strengthen all of the muscles that surround the spine. Lock the legs, push feet, hips, and hands down, lift your chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, right here on your mat, arms down, heels open, send deep belly breaths in and out through your nose to massage the front of your body. Breathe deep into any point of tension, let the floor hold you up. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Press down through your knuckles, shoulders, and triceps. If you're hyper flexible, think about micro bending your elbows and wrists so that you don't put too much body weight on those joints. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Press your hands back, roll forward, shoulders down, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your thigh up, change slowly, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Keep your hip and forearm in contact, sole of the foot flat to the ceiling, triceps tight, shoulders down, roll forward, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your leg up, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, you got it. Triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down. Kick your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, second set, chin forward, arm straight position. Rotate your shoulders, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. You're stretching the tendons and ligaments in the arms and hands. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. So if you do a job or a craft or a hobby with your hands, whether that's like hairstyling or knitting or braiding or whatever that is, this is your posture, right? You're really stretching out, working through the delicate joints in the arms and hands. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes up, guitar playing, right? All of that stuff. You are also really strengthening through the back of your left leg, your left glute, triceps. Press the shoulders down, lift the leg up, change, left leg down. One leg is practice for two legs. Here we go, second set, chin in, mouth down. Keep your neck long, face relaxed, mouth closed, eyes open. Lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Try to get your thighs off the floor. First millimeter is the hardest. You can go for it. Press your shoulders down, push your hands back, roll forward, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your legs up, change slowly with control, lower down, bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect, look to your left, right ear on your mat. As you release the arms from under the body, you get a nice rush of blood through your shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the way into your fingertips. This posture is particularly good for frozen shoulder, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, arthritic fingertips. Prana Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and fly. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a jumbo jet taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your arms out to the side, perpendicular to the body. See if you can lift your arms up a little higher, knees, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, and slowly lower down, change. Tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on your mat. As we look left and right, it's a gentle twist and stretch through the neck and shoulder. Second set, chin forward, arms out, Zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. So eventually the arms are perpendicular to the body, but for example, if you have frozen shoulder, you do not want to force your shoulders, right? You can have your arms down. So I've done this in my life before, right? Have the arms out. Eventually the arms are out to the side. This is a big chest and shoulder opener, but you want to work within like what is reasonable for your body at any given time, right? We always have modifications or other options for every asana in class. Lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down with control, tuck in your wings, look to the left, maybe whole right ear on your mat. With the toes together and the heels apart, it's also an inverse opening to the hips and pelvis. Gaurasana floor bow, chin forward. Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, bring your knees and feet close together, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, eyes open, mouth closed, take a breath. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside. Try to start with the knees, feet close together. Squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up and kick. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. Eventually thighs come off the floor. Eventually you're just on your belly button, right? You want to freeze between the hips and lower ribs. In this posture, you're strengthening the whole back of your body and you're really starting to open up through the chest and the shoulders. Squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, kick and kick and kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. Open your knees, open your feet, point your toes back. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time until eventually you can sit down between your heels. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows to each other and hold. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, quads, and hips, but never a point of pain. As a reminder, the postures are working for you. You are not working for the postures, right? So if you, in any posture, but especially this one, are like pushing yourself to a point of pain, you want to ease up a little bit because it's really not about the asana. It's always about you, right? Getting a good stretch, challenging yourself at times, maybe going beyond your comfort zone a little bit, but never to a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last, turn around Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat, second set. Top of your mat, I should say. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Open your feet, maybe second set. If first set was easy, keep your knees together. Otherwise, you can let your knees open even more. Sit between your heels. Put your palms on your soles. Left elbow down, what? Right elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor. Arms over your head, grab your elbows each other. So what's so beautiful about this sequence of yoga is that because it's the same every time, it means you get to change and you get to measure your practice. But sometimes that means like we always bring the right elbow down first and then the left elbow. And every once in a while, just for the sake of like my neurons firing, I'll do it the opposite way, like left elbow down and then right elbow down, which I only share because I know all of you are very familiar with the sequence, I'm gonna, every once in a while, just like keep your brain guessing a little bit, or at least that's how I feel. Other teachers might disagree with me, but every once in a while, be a little bit naughty. Bring your left elbow down first. Go wild. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Press yourself up. Head up last. Turn around. Savasana. Head to the front of your mat. Feet to the back of your mat. Okay. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest. Sit up. Good. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Bikram, showing you from the side. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Chin away from your chest, stomach in, stretch up, and go down. Take your time. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Tilt your pinky fingers down. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of your arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down. Think about space between each and every vertebrae. Like a little bit more space between the lower back, middle back, upper back, through the neck spine. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change slowly, come up. Nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. I sometimes share, I have a friend, a fellow teacher who, will say, oh, I love this posture. I get this like almost like a chiropractic adjustment to my neck every time I do it. I hear my neck crack like in a good way. And I used to be like, I want that. That sounds great. What am I doing wrong? Right? We all have different physiologies, biologies, backgrounds, different body proportions, etc. So if you ever hear a teacher, myself included, describing something and you're like, that's not what it feels like for me, or that's not what it looks like, it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong, right? It's just we're all doing our best to like describe a relatable experience to one another. But again, maybe that posture feels really good to your neck. Maybe it doesn't. It's not good or bad. It's just we're all different, right? It's beautiful. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch. Okay, sit-ups feel good today. Come to the back of your mat for me. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. You can always put your hands on the floor and walk yourself in and out of it. Otherwise, stretch up and go down. Squeeze your knees, feet, and palms together for control. Keep your neck long. Forehead to floor, little baby fingers to floor. Tilt your pinky fingers forward, elbows and wrists off the floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, arms with ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. If the sit-ups ever start to bother your back, the sit-ups, like everything else, are optional, right? You can always roll off to the side and skip them. If you're frequently skipping sit-ups or another posture, from time to time, check them out, try and do them, right? And then if it still doesn't feel good, ease up. But you do want to check in from time to time and just see how things might have changed, or maybe you're still healing or progressing. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, or you can roll off to the side. Okay, come to the top of your mat, camel Ookatasana, or deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose and chin, and if it feels good, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels, or you have to lean way back to grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. It's a little safer for your spine. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, enjoy your back bend at your deepest point. When you're ready, place your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, stretch up to decompress the spine, sit down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. If you are doing sit-ups, when you do this sit-up, really try to bring elbows to floor, forehead to knees, and enjoy that rounded spine in between back bends. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Push the air out. Okay, try and come to the top of your mat. Second set, Camel Gaurasana. If you have tight knees or ankles, you can also roll up your mat under any delicate joints, so there's extra padding there. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Think about bringing elbows closer together. Press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, lift your nose, your chin, your throat, your chest. You can stay here or go back halfway. Freeze in the middle, check in. And when you're ready, grab your heels, press your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, press yourself up. Ooh, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, come to the middle of your mat, rabbit Savasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down slowly, intentionally with control. Feel each and every part of your spine moving. Touch your forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good. When you're ready, bring your hips down. Change, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Again, we want to use the postures and the Savasanas, the asanas and the Savasanas in tandem, right? They work together. So, right, we do that back bend in camel, and then we lie down flat on the floor, and then we do it again. Then we lie down to get our back to realign. Then we round forward, and then we're stretching here, and then we'll round forward again. And also, right, we have these sit-ups, which are also really meant to reset the back. So it's a posture, a Savasana, a sit-up, and then you go again. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So simple, so effective. Okay, second set, rabbit. Let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, big stretch up. Chin to chest, slowly go down, look towards the belly button, pull the abdomen in, forehead to knees, maybe nose between the knees, top of head to floor. Lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels together, pull your abdomen in, round your spine, try to lock your arms. Good, hips down, pull yourself up, go slow, with intention, head up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Even at the end of class, right, you're invited to stay in your body, in your breath, in this unique moment in time and space. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, Janushirasana with Paschimottanasana, head to knee with stretching, right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L, as in legs. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Now, if your forehead and knee don't touch with a straight leg, bend your right leg. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. This is our third and final Janushirasana, head to knee posture, compression posture. Squeeze and compress the front of the body as you open through the spine. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, play here. Stay here, otherwise slow down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold forward. Stomach to thighs, pull. Chest to knees stretch. One day toes and head touch. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Second set, let's do it. Right leg out, left leg in, heel to costume, sole of left foot should push into inner right thigh bicep. Make sure that your leg is not on top of your foot. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, turn to your right, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. If it's easy to touch your forehead to your knee with a bent leg, keep going. See if you can straighten or even lock your leg. Bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to costume, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. This is great practice for standing head to knee and standing separate leg head to knee without having to balance. Feel what it feels like to have your forehead high on your knees, smiling at your belly button, heel forward, toes back, right shoulder down, right hip down. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Go ahead and lie down. And sit up. Second set stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. Again, knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out even more, lock your legs, puff up your chest, fold. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knee stretch, lengthen, hold, breathe at your deepest point. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. I love this sequence of yoga. One of the things that I think is kind of a bummer about it is there's not many spine twists. So take this spine twist really seriously at the end because it's good for your back and we need spine twists. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half floor to the fish pose. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand close behind you for balance or reach behind you. Catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up. Feel each and every vertebrae twisting like beads in a necklace. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. Wee, bend your right leg on the floor. Touch your left heel to right knee, left arm close behind you, right arm up and over, grab your right knee with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you. I'm told in the 70s, they would actually do 3 sets of this posture at the end of class. If you ask folks now why only 1 set, a lot of people will say like, it's a chiropractic adjustment. Once your spine pops, you don't need to do it again. 1 set works fine. But my favorite thing is if you ask Bikram why only 1 set, he said, because there's not enough time. Even in the 90-minute sequence in this yoga, it's deeply human. Look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. I always laugh when some people who love this style of yoga think that it's so rigid, and I'm like, if you study the history of it, it's even in the last 50 years, it's evolved quite a bit, including going from 3 spine twists to 1, right? So there's always room for it to evolve even more, and I think that's a good thing and a cool thing to be a part of. Like a 75-minute class versus a 90-minute class, wild. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat, final breathing, Kapalbhati, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You'll exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. The exhale is forceful, it's audible, it's intentional, audible. The exhale is passive, subtle. You barely notice it's happening. And the cool thing is the less you think about it, the easier it is. Like your lips swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up tall, lock your arms, drop your shoulders. Just the abdomen moves. Notice if your spine is moving a lot. Try to keep the shoulders still. And begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back. Turn around, final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs. Pick up as much or as little space as you'd like. And take a nice soothing breath. In through the nose. And out through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. And all is coming.